Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hi, my name is Syakir Akmal bin Azhar from Kreatif. So today I'm gonna talk about how application of Archimedes principle with a submarine to sink and float. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. Right now I'm gonna talk about how the submarine will sink and float. First of all, I'm gonna tell about the submarine will sink. First of all, submarine is one of the suitable vehicles to use on the sea or ocean. And as we know, a submarine can sail on the surface of the sea and can underneath it. Its outer hull is watertight. It's entirely watertight. Inside the submarine, there is a tank called ballast tank. The ballast tank is functioned because it will help the submarine to control the depth and the position of the submarine from the surface of the sea. Okay, so right now, guys, I want you guys to remember this. If the ballast tank is empty, the buoyant force is technically same with the weight. Thus, the submarine will float. But if the ballast tank is full with water, the buoyant force is technically less dense than the weight, so it will make the submarine will sink. So right now I'm gonna explain how the submarine will sink. When there is water is pumped into the ballast tank, next weight of the submarine is increased and weight of the submarine is greater than its buoyant force. And lastly, there is this net downward force that will make the submarine moving downward and sink. There are three phases when the submarine wants to sink into the water. So the first phase is the float on the sea surface. On this phase, as we know, the buoyant force is same with the weight of the submarine. So there is the first phase. For the second phase, the submarine float in the sea surface. The submarine is the tank of the ballast is partially filled with some water, but you need to remember it's still same with the first phase because the buoyant force is still same with the weight of the submarine. But on this last part, where the submarine is sinking, the ballast tank is fully filled with the water. Thus, the buoyant force is less than the weight, and it will make the submarine sink. Okay, so I will continue in part 2 in how the submarine will float. So let's go. So guys, let's continue. Right now, I'm gonna explain how the submarine will float. So it's technically same with how the submarine will sink, but it's just vice versa. As you know, for terms for how the submarine will float, we should know the water is pumped out from the ballast tank. So because as I said just now, if the ballast tank is empty, it will make the buoyant force is equally same with the weight and will make the submarine float. So right now, the water is pumped out from the ballast tank, or it will all filled with the compressed air. So next, from the empty of the ballast tank, it will make the weight of the submarine become decreased. And you should know, weight of the submarine will become smaller than its buoyant force. There's a net called upward force. The upward force will make the submarine moving upward and make the submarine will float. You should remember this. If the submarine will float when the weight of the submarine is equal with the buoyant force. So I think that's all for me for how the Archimedes principle help the submarine to sink or float. If you guys have any question about how the submarine works, can text me by asking me some question on how the submarine works. I think that's all from me about application of Archimedes principle on submarine. I think that is all from me. So bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.